This is gonna look so shit. I don't know, this maybe feels a bit weird. Me crouching down here, talking about this. But bear with me, please. My name is Adrian. I go by the artist name Adio. I kind of want to warn you in advance before watching this video that I'll be going into quite personal subjects of my life. If you're not in the mood right now for that kind of subjects right now, then maybe this is not the best time. I want to make music, and I do make music. I've made music for 12 and more years. It's kind of just always been a part of my life that somehow never has left my side. In my music, I've expressed quite a lot of darker times that I've dealt with in my life, with long stretches of times feeling completely empty, and I've been quite self-isolated, which, to be fair, is a mixed bag, because this has been due to me walking down a quite personal path of self-exploration through meditation, and also looking for some spiritual teachings, doing weird things, like going outside my room at 2 a.m. in the morning, and I don't know, I've been challenging myself, basically. Something I've found and maybe also contributed a lot to by opening a lot of doors inside of myself through meditation and everything like that, is that I'm quite sensitive. And this is also one of the bigger challenges in my life, because I don't work, I don't have a job, and I haven't worked or been to school for 6 months now. I've lived with my parents for most of my life. In my life, I've also been able to hold a job for like 3 months in maximum. And that's because after some time, I become suicidal. It's coming from like feelings of feeling too stagnant. Voices turn up in my head. Things like, what the fuck are you using your time for? Why the fuck are you here? And my body has made it harder and harder for me to fall asleep at night. So I gradually live on less and less sleep in these times. That really isn't a sustainable way for me to live either. I went to get help from the government. I joined a program to find out what the problem could be and try to resolve it. And maybe also try to find a more fitting job for me and how I am as a person. And I've also gotten help from multiple therapists. This is kind of the next thing I'm going to try now for the first time in my life. And this is also the first time I've felt ready to do so. If you notice the time when I created this page, it's actually from 6 months ago. So I've had this idea in my mind for a very long time, but I've not really been able to, put it out there. I'm now gonna ask you for your help, because I need help and I need support to make this album. I need to gather enough funds to rent a small place to stay for some time. If I'm allowed to be a little bit greedy, I'll need a laptop I can work with on my music. Music, I do have a computer, but a laptop would make me a bit more mobile. Yeah. Consider funding this new album project if you feel called to, and I promise that I'll give it my best to bring this new project to life the only way that I know how to, which is by being myself, as honest and truthfully as I can be. And I hope it'll bring you something of value as well when it comes out. Thank you so much for listening, and I love you. Goodbye.
Life is pretty boring when you're solo, believe me, but I don't really know how to share, motherfucker. I keep all my fears to myself, cause it's easy, and the struggle that I have, I'm pretty good at hiding them. My ego is massive. I made my therapist admit that he didn't see how to help me. God forbid. I am connected to the universe. Is probably the reason I didn't end up killing myself yet. Cause even when I wish that I didn't exist, a part of me can see that all